Hello everyone, this is Renard, and today we are going to talk about an important subject that needs to be talked about because not many people talk about it, and it's what I call the loser's ward. Okay, so what are those? Why do people put them down? Everything. We are going to talk about everything in this video about the loser's ward. So first of all, what are they? Okay, so the loser's ward, as I said, are wards that are so defensive that they are useless. So it's the first part. Okay, so for example, this ward here, when you have, for example, this tower that is up and this one was just recently taken down, you might see many supports do put a ward up here, and I've seen some do. So why you shouldn't put that one down? Okay, so first of all, it doesn't give you almost any useful vision to your carry who is farming jungle. He'll farm this camp, for example, he'll get ganked by almost anywhere. He'll farm this camp, he'll get ganked. He'll farm this camp, he'll get ganked before he can see anyone. So it's only useful if you are defending here, staying here, and the enemy comes through here as 5. So you can counter engage or things like that. It's the only use of this ward, and chances are nobody will go under this ward. No enemy will go under this ward throughout his lifetime. That is 6 minutes. Okay? So the second type of really bad wards, the loser's ward, as I said, is more of a set of wards. It's when your support doesn't want to cross this line. They stay on your side of the map. They don't cross the river. Okay? So when your support does that, you are in a really bad spot. So what happens is that he's too scared of going on the other side of the map. Okay, so he's like I don't see anything up here. There might be someone up here, so I won't go there. I just put a ward here. Yeah. So my carry will be like, yeah, it's warded. So when he dies to a gank, I'll be like, yeah, I warded, so it's your fault. That's what happens. They're like, okay, now I'm secure. Now I know that my carry can't say that I'm not warding. I just warded. I had 3 wards in my inventory. Now I have none. I put one here, and one here. So now he knows when the enemy is coming. But the enemy can smoke, So yeah. So as I said, loser's ward, defensive wards that are almost useless. Those wards might be useful, you see pro players put them down quite often, but when you have wards only on your side of the map, they are useless. You need to have wards on your side of the map and on the enemy's side of the map. Okay. Just watch pro games and you'll see that when Liquid plays, when Virtus Pro plays, even small teams like Vega, Navi, smaller teams like IG, Fnatic, even not tier 1 teams, they just put wards on the enemy's jungle. Why do you do that now? You should do that because, well, it allows you to gank the enemy's carries. So let's say that I put a ward here, one of my favorite spots, here. You see him farming the camp here, here, and here. And you might see him camp here. Have this spot, trying to farm this spot, because he will, I don't know, attack the creeps here if it's a distance, and the creeps will go here, and you will see the creeps moving, and you'll be like, oh, okay, so he's here. You see? That's a pretty good ward to put down. So of course it's not a guide on what wards to put down, like where to put down exactly, but what to avoid and why, okay? So now you have all those wards down, you can gank the enemy carry. By doing so, you will kill him and he won't be able to farm. He will be scared to go here, so he'll have to go there, for example. And if you ward here, if you ward both those spots, he won't be able to farm. So you have killed him, he isn't able to farm, he lost a lot of gold, and you can push towers. Like, with only 1, 2 wards. Like, that's the only thing. You only need those 2 wards and easy win. Okay, so of course it's not an automatical win, but it helps you a lot. Okay? So yeah, it helps stop the carry. Of course, it helps to scout smokes, because many people will think like, yeah, okay, so we'll smoke here or here, they won't see us, they don't have wards here. So you might scout smokes, things like that. So it's really, really important to put those wards down. Now, so when do you put those wards down? Because of course, many supports try to put them down and they fail because there's enemies in the jungle, you know. I've talked about it to a few supports when I see them doing that, and they're like, well, I tried to put a ward like here or, you know, here, and every time I was killed like 2 or 3 times, so I just put them when I know where it's secured. And the problem lies in when do you go here or do you go here. It's really simple. At 10-15 minute marks in a lot of pubs, you see heroes just teams go 5-man attacking a tower, a tier 1 tower, you know. So let's say that there are 4 or 5 heroes attacking this tower, you know. Well, you know that if there are 5, there's nobody here or here, and if there are 4, there few chances are that there's anybody in this place. Mostly the carry just stayed farming on his own lane, you know. And you as a support, you were here, you tried to stop the gank, but you died, your carry died, you have no way of defending this tower. Do not go there. TP here or here and go in the enemy's jungle and ward. Just do that, okay? Don't do anything else. Ward the enemy's jungle when you see all enemies on one side of the map, okay? You can safely put wards this way. Another way to put wards that isn't as safe but is also really important is when you are attacking. So let's say that you are here, you killed the support and the enemy carry, and you know your team is going to push, okay? Well, you don't push with them. You are a support, so you go ward. You don't necessarily go through here because you might be seen by enemies who might be here or here. Well, instead you go that way, you know, and you try to put a ward here. You put your ward here, and then you are happy. You just go back, you go help your team if there's a team fight, you go help them push if they still didn't end their push, or you go farm on another lane, you know. You try to prepare a push for another lane. Or you can also put a ward, I don't know, yeah, you put a ward down here, you can put one here. Up. And you will see, for example, the enemy team trying to defend, or maybe not here, just, yeah, here might be better, yeah, here is better, you will see more. Okay, so we will see the other team trying to defend, so you can jump on them, things like that, really important, okay? So, this is really important, and I think that, yeah, people will understand that being a support is not only just warding some good spots, things like that. And one last thing before I leave you, okay? One last thing that is really important. Don't ward up here, okay? Don't ward on here's, except if you're 100% sure that it's going to stay until the ward is dead, okay? If it's going to stay for 6 minutes. So why? Because, yeah, you just pushed this tower, or you're trying to push this tower, you're putting a ward here, yeah, the enemy will know. Like, they put a sentry here, they de-ward your ward, and they just gain gold, because now you get more than 100 gold, okay? And they might even give it to the carry, so you might even help the carry get more gold. So yeah, if you want to scout the tower, put it down here, you know, it will be useful, or put it directly in the jungle, like here, might be useful, so you know when enemies are coming through here. It's not the best ward, but it has its usefulness, but it's at least more useful than here. Spots on hills are really risky, so you should avoid them like the plague. Okay? So yeah, it was the last thing for my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a few things, and if you are a support, please go on the enemy side of the map and ward. And if you are a carry, please don't go raging when you are dead in the jungle. Ask him to de-ward and put wards in the enemy's jungle. Because if you rage, he'll just be like, yeah, just put a ward here, and then he'll be happy, and if he dies, it's his fault, not mine. You know, supports think like that. I used to think like that, and yeah, it helps a lot to, you know, change your mindset. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I try to do a lot of other videos on the subject of, you know, how to play Dota, like mistakes that are made that you see quite often in the game, things like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks a lot, and bye.